morning, going to meet a friend today, and from there we'll go on a city ride. He happens to be a much more experienced cyclist and a fitter person in general because he also is a professional climber. So I thought I'll take some tips from him and ask him a few questions along the ride.
Let's get rolling.
So where do we go?
We'll go towards Jayanagar side.
You know there are coffee places there.
There's this one place called Brahmin Coffee Bar, not near Jayanagar, so a little ahead of Jayanagar.
Let's go there. We'll have coffee. You do some photography.
Mission Impossible. Yeah, and the villain is AI, and the AI is only scared of Tom Cruise. No one else.
Because it has watched a lot of Mission Impossible films, I think. Yeah. I only watched one Mission Impossible, that is MI2, I think. Longer.
MI2.
That's a classic bike.
Yeah, right? That was too good.
I have not really given an official introduction to this bike. After it was modified.
This is Tuesday morning today.
What day is it today, man? I don't remember what day it is today. I've been like...
Wednesday, taking our bikes out.
Oh yeah, Wednesday, yes. I wish all roads were like this in Bangalore, no? So one straight road like this, it's so efficient.
Yeah.
Maintain a steady cadence.
Yeah.
And you reach places without wasting a lot of energy. A lot of times I spend a lot of energy because I dodge traffic. I would have got a nice rhythm and one guy comes on the wrong side and then it's all gone. I have to start over.
Don't have franchise, that's what they say.
Oh, this is the one.
One of my friend who works there introduced me to this place. They do not have online deliveries as well. There's
nice
no Zomato, no Swiggy. You can get it Dunzoed though. And that's what works, I guess.
Hey dude, they have Swiggy parcel right there.
Where?
False.
Last year it was not there, bro. I didn't know.
False facts. False facts with Kiran.
Fact checks. I think I'll get a lot of hate comments, bro.
Do your own fact checking. Don't believe us.
Don't believe me.
Vada is like a template vada. Like everybody, like this is a standard for every vada, I think, man.
I think so, yeah.
Like world standard for vada, this is the
These
flavor.
are not Italy's, they feel like clouds.
Oh yeah. And I've been getting quite tired after a ride. What do I do?
I think before touching any other aspect of getting fit or getting the nutrition right, trying to understand how much sleep you're getting is really very important. Like setting your biological clock in some way is super important. If you're getting good 8 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours, good 7 hours of sleep, that should first set you to have like a good routine, and then you dial in your food. You see what makes you feel better, your gut is your second brain at the end of the day.
Okay.
You should make sure you eat good food, clean food, something that makes you in general happy and that sort of aligns with your day-to-day activities as well. Sometimes we feel too fatigued and tired, right? It's because of the fact that we're not eating enough food as well. If you're what I can suggest from my experience, and I think it might not work for everyone, but how it worked out for me was traveling so much as a photographer and a climber, going to these remote places for 2 months.
Yeah.
I'm only able to do all of that and sort of sometimes push my body because I spend enough time in the city having good food, training well and resting well.
Okay.
And that reflects back when I go to the mountains in terms of my climbing.
I'm looking at fitness in the most basic level. I want to ride longer, I want to ride faster, and essentially I want to have more fun without really getting fatigued and at the end of the day.
Yeah.
That's all I'm looking at.
And I think inculcating cycling in your daily commute is such a good way of adding a small aspect of fitness in your day-to-day life. Okay. Get back your if you're burning 500 calories, maybe you need 800 calories too. You need to eat so much, and it has to be good diet, enough carbs, enough fats, enough protein. I think diet plays a huge role. It's like a, what do you say? Your cycling is like just a tip of the iceberg. Everything is right under. It's like nutrition, your recovery, like it plays a huge role on how you perform day to day. That's something that I have like noticed even in general, because I was never athletic in nature. I was never climbing. Like, and I think if I start thinking about it, it's so funny. Like, cycling was my very first way of, like, it was one of my very first approach towards fitness.
Yeah, I remember you used to do a lot of
Yeah, so
cycling.
I remember like
on your white between.
Yeah.
Oh, was that your? No, you had this bike.
I
yes.
had this bike, yeah. So I picked
Who
this
had
bike.
that white between? Sudhir had that.
Sudhir had a
Yes.
Firefox, white one.
Oh yeah. Hey, if you've liked this video, give this video a thumbs up. Also follow Kiran. I'll leave his Instagram in the description. He does some cool work. Follow Desmo on Instagram, desmo.cc, and I will see you in the next one.